know exactly how this sounds. That's why I haven't gone to the police or told my family. Because if I say anything out loud, it becomes real. And I don't think my brain can really handle that right now. My wife died 3 years ago in a massive accident on a highway during heavy rain. I didn't see the crash myself, but by the time I got there, they had already covered the car with a tarp. I remember the police officers telling me not to look, but I did. I did anyway, and I regretted it immediately. After that, my life just became a blur. You know, people say grief changes your memory, and maybe they're right, but because it's just the last 3 years, every single night at exactly 8:32 p.m., I still look towards the front door. I don't think she's coming back. It's just the exact time she used to get home from work. It became a trauma habit I never managed to break. Yesterday, at exactly 8:32 p.m., someone knocked. 3 slow knocks. I remember checking the clock first, actually laughing a little bit at the timing. I figured it was a delivery driver or one of the neighborhood kids just messing around. Then I looked through the peephole.
Hello? Who is it?
My wife was standing outside. Same dark coat, same black handbag. Her hair was still damp like she'd been caught in the rain, exactly how she looked the day she died. For a second, my brain genuinely stopped working. I just stood there, frozen, staring through the glass. Then she smiled. It wasn't wide or unnatural. It was just normal. Like she'd come home after a completely ordinary day. And then she spoke right through the door.
You're taking too long.
That completely broke me. Those were the exact words she used to say whenever I'd leave her standing on the porch. I don't even remember unlocking the deadbolt. I just remember suddenly she was inside the house, walking past me, leaving faint, wet footsteps across the hardwood floor. I couldn't breathe. I kept staring at her hands because she was still wearing her gold wedding ring. She walked into the kitchen like nothing was even wrong. She asked why the lights were off.
Why are the lights off?
Same voice, same movements. I actually started sobbing. I'd ask her where she'd been, and she looked confused, laughed softly, and said, "At work. Where else would I be?" God. A part of me wanted to believe it so badly, but something felt horribly wrong. Now, it wasn't obvious, just the small things, tiny pauses before she answered my question, smiling a fraction of a second too late, blinking less than a normal person does. It felt like watching somebody trying very, very hard to act human after only hearing descriptions of one. Then she looked towards the hallway mirror and completely froze. I noticed immediately she wasn't staring at her own reflection, she was staring at me. Specifically at me. Then she quietly asked,
"Who's standing behind you?"
My stomach dropped out of my body. There was nobody behind me. I spun around instantly anyways, but the hallway was empty. When I looked back at her, she wasn't smiling anymore. She looked absolutely terrified. Her eyes were locked on an empty space right over my shoulder. She whispered,
Don't let them learn your face.
Every single light in the house blew out at once. Total darkness. I heard movements in the kitchen, fast, heavy movements, then footsteps, not one set but multiple steps, running and circling the room way too fast to belong to a normal person. I grabbed my phone, fumbled with the screen, and turned on the flashlight. The kitchen was empty. My wife gone. The back door was standing wide open with wet footsteps leading outside into the dark. But there was something else on the floor too. Another set of footprints. Longer, distorted, and they stopped right behind the exact spot I had been standing in. Like something had been looming directly behind me the entire time, just watching us. I didn't sleep last night. I've been sitting in my living room with every light on, waiting for the sun to come up. But tonight, at exactly 8:32 p.m., someone knocked again. 3 slow knocks. And this time, I can hear my wife crying on the other side of the door. I didn't open the door this time. Not again. But the crying just kept going on the other side of the wood. It started out soft, but then it got louder, more desperate, just begging me.
Please let me in. Please let me in.
It was her exact voice. The same voice that I'd listened to for 10 years. The one I still play on old video clips every single night because I'm so terrified of forgetting what she sounded like. My hand was literally reaching for the deadbolt before my brain even caught up with what I was doing. Then, the memory hit me like a physical punch to the gut.
Don't let them learn your face.
The exact second that thought crossed my mind, the crying stopped. Instantly. There was no sniffling, no footsteps walking around on the porch, just this heavy, suffocating silence. The kind of silence that makes a house feel completely abandoned. I slowly backed away into the living room and grabbed my phone. 11 missed calls. Every single one was from an unknown number. My hands were shaking so badly I almost dropped the screen when a new voicemail notification popped up, time-stamped exactly at 8:32 p.m. I hit play. At first it was just pure, harsh static. But then her voice came through. She wasn't crying anymore. She was whispering.
Don't answer the door.
Right after that, a horrific crashing sound cut through the audio, followed by screaming, her screaming. It was a blood-curdling sound that abruptly cut off as the message ended. I stood there completely paralyzed in the dark. A second later, my phone buzzed again with another voicemail from another unknown number. There was no screaming this time, though. Just heavy, wet breathing. And then a voice came through that sounded almost like my wife, but distorted. Wrong. Like it was trying too hard to mimic her. It whispered,
I found him.
Then the line disconnected. Right as the audio cut out, something absolutely slammed against my front door, hard enough to make the entire wooden frame rattle. Then another impact, followed by another. Whatever was out there wasn't asking anymore. It was trying to break the door down. In a total panic, I ran to the breaker and killed every single light in the house, plunging everything into complete pitch blackness. The pounding stopped immediately. For a few agonizing seconds, the world went dead quiet. Then I heard it. Not outside on the front porch, but inside, A floorboard creaked right outside the hall of my bedroom. My blood turned into pure ice. I knew for a fact that the front door was still locked, so how the hell was something already in the house? Another creak followed. Closer this time. Slow, dragging footsteps. One step. Pause. Another step. Pause. It sounded like someone learning how to use a human body to walk for the very first time. I completely lost it. I bolted into my bedroom, locked the door, and threw my entire weight into pushing my heavy wooden dresser against the frame to barricade it shut. But those footsteps kept coming down the hall. Eventually, they stopped right outside my room. I watched a long, dark shadow bleed out from beneath the door crack. It just stood there, perfectly still, waiting. And then the worst part happened. I heard my wife's voice again. But it didn't come from the hallway. It came from directly underneath my mattress. A tiny whisper.
Don't move.
I am frozen on top of my bed right now typing this. I can see the brass handle of my bedroom door slowly, silently starting to turn from the outside. And whatever is hiding right beneath me, it just started laughing.